Hello guys, how you doing? This is the eighth session of instruction for chapter 2 of Fluid Mechanics 1. I hope you are doing well. Please accompany me till the end of this session. So, the subject of this session is the hydrostatic force on a curved surface from section 2.10, chapter 2 of Fluid Mechanics 1. My name is Amir Raza Talaqat and my email address is amirrazatalagat@gmail.com. Please don't hesitate to ask all questions you've got in the email or on the comments. I'll try my best to take the action and answer you as soon as possible. So far we have noticed that how we can calculate the resultant force on a submerged surface on an inclined surface and other surfaces, and what are their details. In this session, we're going to talk about how we can calculate the resultant force on a curved surface. Please take a look at this picture. There's a weight force on the center of gravity, and there's a vertical force at this side, and there are two other forces at this direction, which are horizontal force F2 and the vertical is F1 weight and Fv. If we do the calculation based on the second Newton's law, we reach that F horizontal is equal to F2, and the vertical force is equal to the combination of F1 plus weight. If we do the calculation here, we're gonna reach this kind of force at this direction. This is meaning that if we have a fluid on a surface and the surface is curved one, we're gonna have the resultant force as a mathematical formulation like this, but its direction, it's opposite that we have calculated from the free body diagram. For example, we have calculated the resultant force to be at this side, but at the last stage we have to write it as the opposite direction that we have calculated. So in order to settle it down for you, I'm gonna provide an example, which is example 2.9 about hydrostatic pressure force on a curved surface, in order to instruct you better about pressure force on a curved surface. So follow me with the written text of problem solving. Welcome guys to this part, which is problem solving of example 2.9, subjected as hydrostatic force on a curved surface from section 2.10 chapter 2. The question is, if a 6-foot diameter drainage conduit of the type shown in the figure E2.9a is half full of water at rest, as shown in figure E2.9b. Determine the magnitude and line of action of resultant force that the water exerts on a 1 foot length of a curved section BC of the conduit wall. So, based on equation 2.18, we're going to have Fr is equal to gamma HCA, which is equal to 62.4 pound per cubic feet multiplied by HC, which is 3 divided by 2 feet multiplied by 3 feet to power 2. 3 feet to power 2, yeah. The main reason why we have got HC equal to 3/2 is due to the fact that the force is going to be exerted on the rectangular section. Although we are dealing with the quarter of circle, but the plane is rectangular. And the weight is equal to gamma total V, which is 62.4 multiplied by 9p/4 feet to power 2 multiplied by 1 feet. The 1 feet is the width, and and here is PR to power 2 divided by 4. R is equal to 6 divided by 2. The weight is going to be equal to 441 pounds. According to the diagram, excuse me, F1, I forgot to tell you that FR is equal to F1, which is equal to 281 pounds. Based on the free body diagram, FH is equal to F1 and FV is equal to weight. For having the resultant force, we are having to get the square root of FH to power 2 plus FV to power 2, which means 281 to power 2 plus 441 to power 2. It's gonna be 523 pounds. The direction is the tangent inverse of what? The horizontal magnitude F1 divided by V. Weight. This is FH, this is FV. The theta is gonna be equal to 32.5. The location is at the 1 feet. As long as we're having the rectangular plane, but the pressure distribution is rectangular. This is owing to this. This means 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. Welcome back, guys, to the last stage of this session. So far, the resultant forces on a curved surface that we have calculated were not about the pressurized fluid. So if we consider that we have a pressurized fluid, the forces exerted on the fluid are somehow similar to the previous formulations. If we have gas in the containers, the weight of gas is so negligible that we can use the previous formulation, but we must make much more assumptions. It is required to make much more assumptions about that. So this is the end of this session. I'm really glad that you have accompanied me to this moment of the video. Please don't hesitate to ask your questions in the comment or on the email address. And also please subscribe the channel in order to get the notifications of following instructional sessions of chapter 2. And the last thing is that take care of yourselves and have a nice day. I bid you all farewell.